Welcome back to a new video where I will be helping you to become a better trail runner. In this video, we're going to be talking about how you can make a route on Komoot. So I have just already packed my bag because tomorrow it is trail running day. And yeah, I thought I will show you how I will make my own training session on Komoot. So hi, my name is Lisa. I'm an online running coach, also ultra trail runner, and I have decided to start sharing my top tips with you on how you can become a better runner, also trail runner, etc. So if you have any topics you would like me to discuss, let me know below. And yeah, without further ado, let's start planning our training session. The first thing when we're going to plan our route is we have to go to Komoot. If you want to see all the routes that I already made, you can just follow me on lisahappyrunner. I have a bunch of routes there, so feel free to try them out. But today we're going to make our own route. So for example, because I live in Barcelona, and as you can see over here, there are already quite some suggestions from Komoot, but today we're going to make our own one. So we're going to go right corner and say plan our own route. Perfect. Since I don't have a car, I have to use public transportation. And then what I'm always going to do, which I actually really like with Komoot, is that, for example, like I can see, for example, over here, there's a train station I want to go to is, this one. So as you can see here, I can just click on the train station and then I can start from here. So when you have done this correctly, you will see that there will be an A, and as you have already noticed on the map, you can see quite some information. So for example, here you have someone who already gave a little bit of extra information. Here is also like a drinking fountain, but also what I really like about Komoot is, for example, the green dots, they show you pictures. So actually every time when you do a route and you include photos of the route, they will be automatically uploaded where the photo was taken. So you have like a really good idea on what to expect on the route itself. So we are starting here, and for example, like I want to go to this one, so I will click here and then I can say set as destination, and then Komoot will automatically get me the shortest route to go there. But for example, I am like, no, I don't really like want to go there because I saw, for example, this picture and this path and I really want to go there. Then I'm just going to go with my arrow to the point of the route that is already selected, then click it and then drag it to the other point, and then you will see that the route gets changed automatically. Okay, and then the B stands for the final destination, but obviously like we're not only going to run 1.4 kilometers. So what I'm going to do is I am going to zoom out a little bit, and for me personally, I want to end here. So I'm going to select this one again and then set, for example, as new endpoint. Then what Komoot will do is it will again choose the shortest route, but as I said before, we can easily change it. So for example, if I want to go here, I can just click and then include on the route. If I want to do this part, I'm also just going to say include on the route. And then sometimes, because this was a segment, so sometimes it will just go to the end of the segment and then go back, but obviously we don't want this. So I am going to make it a bit more like this, then start dragging this one more like this. And then you see that now it seems like a little bit weird. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this one, remove, and then you will see that Komoot makes a nice turn again. Okay, so this is all very nice, very perfect, but what I really like to do when I'm going trail running is, especially if I'm making really long tours, that I have some shortcuts. So now I will show you a route that I have already planned, which is a loop, on what I really look out for. Here we are with one of my favorite routes in Collserola, Barcelona. You can just easily find it again. The route is called Friday because, I don't know, it's a great way to start the weekend with this one. But it's a rather long one. As you can see, it is 31 kilometers. However, because everything can always happen with trail running, what I've done is what you can really well see here is, for example, I start at point A, I go up, up, up. But for example, if for any reason whatsoever I'm not feeling well, I can make a shortcut here. So I can easily go home, Then again, here I can also easily go home because over here you can see a path. Same goes over here and even over here. So what I always look out for when I'm doing a trail run is that I have shortcuts, because it can always happen that you fall, you twist your ankle, you're not feeling well, etc. So what I would recommend, if you're doing a big loop, that you have shortcuts. And then this is another one I did in Austria. This is also a rather long one, 20 kilometers. And because in the mountains it is also very important to be drinking enough. So what I looked out for on this route is to also have sufficient drinking spots. For example, in Spain it's a little bit more difficult because most drinking spots, they are not offering the water anymore due to the water problems we are currently facing. But for example, in Austria, you have alms or huts, and they most of the time offer free water. So, for example, this is one of them. So I knew that when I was going uphill, if something would be happening, I would have the chance to refill my water over here. Then you can't really see it, but over here there was also a hut. And then again, as you can see, I'm making a loop, but a loop also with a lot of extra shortcuts. What I would also like to add to this video is that whenever you are going for a run, please do share it with friends, family, or even the place where you're staying if you're staying at a hotel, so people know where you're going. Let's say nothing is going to happen, but an accident can always take place, so it's better to be safe than sorry. If you liked this video, let me know with a like or a subscribe. If you have other questions, I'm more than happy to help you. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.